Okay, it's today Wednesday the 9th of October 2013, down in Sussex, just about to do an 11-mile Amberley Circular. Grey old day, or mixed actually. At the moment it's clear, but as you can see quite a lot of cloud around, so we're getting a mixed bag of weather. As long as it doesn't rain it doesn't matter, and it's not forecast to today. Quite a breeze down here as usual, quite chill, around about 13 degrees. 12:15 now, so I'm hoping to get back for the 18:18. Don't think I'll get to 17:17, but you never know. So let's get cracking. Not a lot here at Amberley Station. You've got these cliffs opposite, which are above the museum, immediately opposite the station. Place I've recorded before. Strange world in there. It's like a time warp. Anyway, that's what museums are about. Okay, a few minutes in, looking back at Amberley Bridge. We're now walking along the river. I forget which one it is. And I'm following the West Sussex Literary Trail for a few 100 yards, I believe, before joining the South Downs Way. Unlike on some occasions when I've walked around here, the earth is pretty solid underfoot today, reflecting the lack of rainfall we've had recently. Not sure if you can hear the wind blowing through those rushes over there, but that's about the only sound there is at the moment. Wonderful. Across that footbridge, we're now following a combination of the West Sussex Literary and the South Downs Way. Looking back at Amberley from a point just on the South Downs Way at the foot of Coombs Wood. Further views back towards Amberley from a point almost parallel to Coombs Wood now. One mile down, 22 minutes gone. Looking across northwards towards the village or hamlet of Bury, next to the river there. And once again out towards Amberley. Around 60 metres up here, just on the edge of Coombe Wood. Wheat here, I do believe. Might be a chat though. Have to find out later. Having just crossed the busy A road behind me, now ascending towards West Burton Hill. 133 metres that'll be when I get there. Scenery changes here as we ascend towards West Burton Hill. More agricultural, more open, and as you can see it's got a rail. Fingers crossed, eh? Looking south towards Arundel Park Estate, I do believe all that woodland is. So at this 5-armed finger post, we don't go on the South Downs way now, but continue straight ahead up into woodland. South Downs way being that way there. A very pleasant section of woodland walking. Delightful. Won't be too long though now, before these leaves are brown and down. As I say, once again, very good underfoot today. Some wonderful ancient forest here on my right, on the steep slopes. I think that noise in the background may be a tree creeper or nuthatch. That chirping. Descending the steep tarmac lane into the hamlet of Bignor. Around about 1:30 now, so Bignor will make an appropriate place to stop for lunch. So we've just left the National Trust's Bignor Hill. Yet another piece of National Trust land. A 1:45. This is about 100-200 metres off the beaten track or the route, but we'll make an appropriate lunchtime stop. Hopefully there'll be a seat inside. If not, I notice one opposite the church just over there on my left. Says it all. Parish Church of Holy Cross, Bignor. There is in fact here a very spacious storm porch for days when it's raining, or possibly even today if I can't find a decent seat. Clearly a modern extension over there. And the interior, amazing ceiling. Pretty plain otherwise, depicting the period, whatever that may be. Not an expert on churches by a long way, as you may have noticed. Can't tell my crypts from my naves. Interesting piece of artwork here to the rear of the church, dating back to 2010. No bench at the rear though. I'll make use of this one at the front, next to the church entrance, dating back to 2000. And with this very pleasant outlook. So well worth the slight diversion. Okay, 2:45 lunch has been had. Now walking through Nye Timber Vineyard. And some very pleasant scenery round about as well. So there you have it. Nye Timber with an NYE. Wonder what variety of wine they produce here. Well, in answer to my question, it's clearly a red wine, I would guess. A wonderful backdrop it has. Further shots back of the downs, having just come through the deer fence here. Some very autumnal sights here with this woodbine, I think it is, honeysuckle of some description. Walking along the edge of Grevat Wood, another bit of ancient woodland. Autumn always means the fungi and toadstools and mushrooms are out in abundance. Good example of a bracket fungus there, which it looks like someone might have sprayed. Passing through the picturesque hamlet of West Burton. Views from the lane leading into the village of Bury. Interesting reflection of the local history, no doubt there. Probably once upon a time Bury was attached to the river. Soon find out. This is its local school. Okay, so there we have it. I don't know if I'm still on the West Sussex Literary Trail, but there is a notable author. I don't know him, but clearly notable enough to have a blue plaque. Nice big house anyway. Yet another amazing church. St John the Evangelist, Bury. Lovely little village this is. With a very modern slate nameplate. Never seen one of those before. Underneath the omnipresent U. So in answer to my earlier question, yes, I still am on the West Sussex Literary Trail. And here's an interesting piece of information as I approach the banks of the River Arun. Rather grubby information panel here about Bury Wharf, which I'm sure you can easily Google. The church and hamlet from another angle. Wonderful shot that is. So here we are next to the banks of the River Arun. And I wonder, is that Amberley over there? Can't be, it's too close. I've only done 7 miles per my GPS. River's coming in, tide's coming in very rapidly now. And that is Amberley over there, because there's the footbridge I crossed this morning. So this walk is no way 11 miles, which is what I was hoping it was going to be. Very still and quiet now. Not much bird noise either, apart from those crows. So the horizon there shows where I was this morning, following the footpath on the skyline there, up past that wood, Coombs Wood. Yeah, so this is where we branched off this morning. My GPS has just told me that 8 miles has elapsed, so a long way short of the 11. Okay, Horton Bridge over there with the Riverside Cafe next to it. Now it's 4:15 and I may well have to try that cafe because I think I've just missed a train. The 4:17 will be leaving any second, I believe, and I ain't going to get it. So I might have to try the cafe, otherwise I've got an hour's wait and not a lot to do. There she blows, eh? I'm right next to Amberley Station and missed it by a minute. Thus, let's go and check the cafe. So the consequence of missing the train means that I'm having unusually for me, a cup of tea and a cake. And the cake is homemade elderberry and I've forgotten what she said the other fruit was, but homemade, down here at the Riverside Cafe. And I have good reason for celebrating today, really, and all will be revealed soon. The cafe is currently open until 5, until early November, when it closes on Mondays and Tuesdays, and the new opening hours are as follows. As you can see here on their little Christmas menu, 9 to 4. So there you have it. And although that walk was a lot shorter than I anticipated, being only about 8.77 miles, what a wonderful way to finish it, down here by the River Arun. So just under 9 miles of walking in just under 3 hours, 2:52. Not quite as long as I was informed by the book, but there you go. Lovely day's walking. Didn't rain, but it's on its way clearly.